Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting a little early this evening because we have a public hearing. The public hearing is on the Shawnee Klemer subdivision, which is located on Shawnee Road, not far from Klemer. We have here this evening Mike Eggers, and Mike is here. Is there any presentation you would like to make on your subdivision? This has gone through seeker. This is now getting ready for final approval.
What we're doing, we're just asking for the approval of, it's a five lot subdivision over on Shawnee and Klemer. And it, actually, all the lots are facing, or on Shawnee. Klemer is actually, there's a piece of property which the railroad, the church owns between the backside of our property and Klemer. So it's basically just a triangular shaped piece of property that we're dividing into 5 parcels.
Okay. You may want to swing around so the people in the audience can see it. We did have a presentation on this just maybe a month ago in the seeker process, so we're pretty familiar with it. But guys, is there anything that's changed in the last 4 weeks?
Nothing's changed.
Does anybody have any questions on this subdivision?
I think he answered it, but I think at the last meeting we were asking if there was access to Klemer, and I guess we weren't real sure, but now you've answered it for the fact that...
The railroad property is is like a buffer between them.
So this property does not extend through to, and they would not be able to put driveways or access on Klemer?
No.
And there was a small amount of wetland along there, along the railroad track?
I'm sorry, what?
Along the railroad tracks, you said there was a small amount of wetland?
Yes. The wetlands are really deciphered because of the railroad bed has like an 8-foot ditch on both sides of it. That's what they're, because that's standing water, so that's what they're sort of considering.
You had said there'd be something in the deed that they couldn't build anything on that?
No, they can't, because that's not part of the property.
But you were gonna put it in the deed? On the lots deeds that they couldn't build?
I think the area that's going to be on the deed has to do with the right-of-way for the gas line.
Yes, yeah, the gas line right-of-way has to be put on, obviously. But, no, the wetlands are pretty much in the railroad area, because it's just like this is a strip of wetland all the way down here, and then there's a little bit of wetland here where there's some trees, and, you know, if we have to, we can put those in the deeds, but they're just trees there, and there's standing water by the tree, you know, where the tree area is.
I was just thinking so somebody doesn't bring fill in down the road, and when we're all gone, there's houses on the other side.
Oh, no, there wouldn't even be enough room, because there wouldn't be enough area to build, because you have to have so much square footage in order to build a single-family house. So the only one that would have it would be me, and I don't plan on building anything back there, because basically this is going to be where my house is, and all this is all my property. This is where, from here over, is the 4 additional lots.
Right.
Because my lot is like number 5, but that, out of the 13 acres, that encompasses 8.5 acres. And it's all pretty much just wooded back there, and that's where most of the railroad bed and stuff is, so nothing's going to be done back there. Nothing can be built, because it's just not going to be, even in the acceptance of, you have to have 18,000 square feet in order to build a single-family house, and none of them would even come close to that, as far as even area to build a house. So it would nobody could ever even go and try to get a permit to build a house, because it's not going to happen.
You never know with these new patio
rules. Well, it don't matter. I mean, the patio, every structure still has to have
patio homes in that area.
It still has to have a minimum square footage per building, and none of them would even come close to that. So
and anything that would be built above and beyond this would have to go through your building permit process.
Right.
Will be picked up from there.
Right.
You don't have any infrastructure to put in for this, like water, sewer?
No.
You're using all the infrastructure?
Everything's there already. Everything is existing. Yeah, water's there, sewer's there, you know, everything, you know. higher electrical.
Mike, you don't have to change any zoning, right? It's all, R1?
It's R, and this area over here where my house is R2.
Okay,
So it's all under the zoning, proper
Okay.
zoning.
that's fine. Okay, we can open it up to the floor. Is there anybody on the floor that has any questions regarding this subdivision? It's only 5 properties, it's only 5 homes, but that is considered a major subdivision under our terms. Yes, Lori?
From one of the other meetings, am I to understand there is an area here that has, toxic stuff buried, or there's an area that's reserved that houses would be away from it?
That question came up during the seeker process, and I think if I remember what Tim said, it had actually to do with Wurlitzer? Because Wurlitzer is within so close.
There's some kind of a
So there's nothing
blanket type of thing, right. Jeez, don't tell me that now. I'm putting my house.
Come on behind my house.
The sins of our past, yeah. Anybody else on the floor? Okay, we may take action on this later this evening, during the regular meeting, or we may wait and do it in 2 weeks. That'll be up to the board. If there's no further questions, no further concerns, I'm going to then go ahead and close this public hearing on the matter of the Shawnee Klemer subdivision at this time.
Thank you.